When it comes to marketing, we've all heard some of the worst horror stories, but no one's heard any quite like Robert Sophia from Snappy Kraken. Robert, welcome.
Hey, thanks, Matt. Good to be here.
So Robert, what is the worst horror story, the biggest mistake that you've heard when it comes to marketing?
You know, it's actually hard to pick. I've heard quite a few horror stories over the years, but I think the worst horror story was an advisor, and actually several advisors have done this, purchase a list of email addresses, people they don't know, blast email all of them, tens of thousands of people, and then get their website domain blacklisted, and then they couldn't even send emails anymore without them going into their clients' spam folders. Oh, no. So that was a real nightmare.
No. So when you hear about nightmares like that and other horror stories, because we've heard a bunch, what do you think? How do you get an advisor really on track with marketing?
Yeah. Well, a lot of it really starts with the fact that they're thinking in an old school marketing mindset, where that blast marketing, that interruption marketing was very popular. Right. So you put it right out in front of people, interrupt whatever they're doing.
Sure, throw spaghetti at a wall, see how it sticks.
That's it, exactly. And they'll try anything. But really today, consumers are much more savvy about marketing. They see through generic, low-quality marketing messages very quickly. They don't expect that kind of interruption marketing, or they usually don't take kindly to it. And so the most effective methods around marketing today really start from stepping back and being more strategic, based on where people are in the modern buyer journey. And that journey has phases. And people start out way over here on one spectrum where they're strangers. And they don't know you, and they don't trust you, and they probably don't even like you. And then your job is to get them to go from stranger to fanatic, where now they love you and they're telling everybody about you. But that process takes time. And so when you understand the phases of that process and you design marketing around the right phases and it's expertly deployed, then you can move people through that sequence from stranger to raving fan, and then you've got a systematic business that's really thriving.
So talk to me about how Snappy Kraken is taking advisors from kind of this fire hose approach to marketing to more of this laser-focused plan that you talk about.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of experience marketing with advisors, personally over a decade, and then my team almost half a century. And so we've really applied that experience to studying the various phases of the relationship and identifying what things are most effective through a lot of testing and iterating for moving people to the next phase. And we build specific campaigns for that. So we will design a campaign with a sole purpose of generating leads and building trust. And then after that campaign, there's a separate campaign for nurturing people to build further trust and convert them into an appointment. And then there's a campaign for after that appointment. What happens? How do you continue, if they don't convert right away, to build on the relationship so they become a client? And I could go on, because then the first part of the client relationship is another campaign, and the referral generation is another campaign, and the ongoing loyalty building are other campaigns. So we really focus on building those out for advisors.
From stranger to fanatic, Snappy Kraken's delivering. Robert, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Matt. It was a pleasure.
For Investment News, I'm Matt Ackerman.